Hey Flosstube, it's Holly, Mrs. Jones Stitches. Welcome back. I think this is Flosstube number 5 or 6. I've been out of pocket for a little while, probably since October of last year. I've had a lot going on, and honestly I just didn't have a whole lot of time to sit down and actually film stuff. So I'm really excited to be back. I'm excited to show you a lot of stuff I've worked on, show you some hauls, share with you some things that I've got coming up and things that I'm working on right now. So we'll go ahead and get started. One of the other things I've been doing quite a bit is discovering new Flosstubers. And I found 2 ladies that I really like and want to share with you today. Sara's Stitches. Sara's from South Central Arkansas. She has the most sugar sweet, delightful accent, and I really enjoy watching her. So if you get the opportunity, give her a little bit of your time and watch one of her videos. Also, Stitching with Sandi, Sandi with an I, and she's a kindergarten teacher, and her stuff is just really cute. She's got a really pleasant voice. She's really easy to watch, and I like stitching a lot of the same things she does. So if you get the opportunity, give them a little bit of your time. I really think you'll enjoy them as well. I went to the Silver Needle in Tulsa in November for the HandsOn Design top drawer class. It was fantastic. If you ever get the opportunity to go to a class like that, one of Kathy Haberman's, please take the time and go. It was fantastic. Kathy was amazing. She was everything that you know she's going to be if you follow her. She's really funny. She's really witty. Her instructions are really great, very easy to follow. She walks around and is available to answer questions, and she just lights up that room when she's teaching. She is completely and totally in her element, and I learned a lot of new techniques, and I'm really excited to see if I can maybe find another one of her classes to take, maybe in 2022 or 2023. So we'll do just a couple whips and we'll kind of get into it. I started this a little while ago and I had to take a break. This is Let's Talk Stitching from HandsOn Design. I started stitching the middle size piece. This is on 32 count chalkboard linen, and I got about I don't know, 75% of the way done, and then I stopped because if you know me, I've talked about it before on my channel. My mother is a quilter and she makes the most beautiful things, and her birthday's coming up, and so I've been anxiously waiting to have this pattern released so I could start stitching it for her birthday. So it came in the mail the other day. This is Let's Talk Quilting from HandsOn Design. I did change a lot of the colors to my own colors. My mom loves bright colors, really fun colors, and I got some Lori Holt Aurifloss for Christmas. And I'll talk about this here in just a little bit, but I really wanted to make the colors bright and fun to match her quilting room. So I'm really close to being finished with this. I need to finish the word cutter here at the bottom and stitch the rotary cutters, and I need to stitch the word fat quarter that goes here down the side, and then I've got a little bit of back stitching to do, a couple Smyrna crosses. These are going to be a little row of pins. There's some more pins right here, and I think some more pins right over here, and another word right here, and then I'm done. But I'm super excited about this. It turned out really pretty, and I know she's going to love these bright, fun colors. So as soon as I finish this, then I'll pick up Let's Talk Stitching and finish that. What else? So I've seen a lot of people do those weather temperature trees, and I really thought they were pretty. I don't know that I necessarily love the tree. I've seen some people do the bookshelf or the butterfly. The butterfly is outlined in black, and then each day you fill in like a little piece of the butterfly's wing or body with a number that coordinates to the day's temperature. I saw something online, and it's from, and this is old, this is a couple years old, by Jardin, Prive, and they did houses, and it was super, super cute. I love stitching houses. Houses are one of my favorite motifs to stitch, and so I have done houses, and I'm current through January 24th. So I have, 6 more days in January, and then now we're 6 days into February, so I'm a little bit behind, but I kind of put everything on hold until I get Let's Talk Quilting done, since it's going to be a gift. So here's what I have for my January houses. And I did mine a little differently. Some people just use the daily high temperature for what their leaf is if they're doing the tree. My daily high temperature is the body of the house, and my daily low is the roof. So I'm stitching this on 32 count vintage smoky white by Picture This Plus, and I'm using Color and Cotton flosses. Here we go. So these are my flosses for the temperature, daily temperatures, and I did have one week's, and it's Dahlia. And I can share in my notes my color conversions. So what I did is I just went in Microsoft Excel and I made a grid, and it actually has 32 little squares by 7 columns. And so each day I just write in the daily high and the daily low, and kind of keep track of the temperature that way. And I've been using AccuWeather with my city's zip code put in, and that gives you the daily high and low. And I usually wait till the following day. So like today I'll stitch yesterday's, because since the day has already passed, you know what the temperature was. It's not going to change. I made the mistake the first couple days of thinking like, I'll stitch ahead, and I just went on the AccuWeather and wrote down the numbers for the entire week. Well, then when I went to stitch it, the numbers had changed slightly, and my temperature range, I have a 4 degree range between temperatures, except for anything under 19 degrees is the lowest I have. I live in central Oklahoma. We do get cold temperatures, but not a lot. I mean, we did have snow this week, which it sounds like everybody across the country had snow this last week. So, but we generally have more warmer temperatures. So I did my my color changes in 4 degree increments. So I'm really excited to share these with you. These will be on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, my Instagram is Mrs. Jones Stitches, and I'll post that up there so you can see those along with, again, all my colors. My darkest red is Red Woolen Mittens. This is for temperatures over 100. Then I have Aphrodite, 99 to 95. Oh, I do have a Classic Colorworks in here. I'm a big fat liar. Cherry Tomato is 94 to 90. Oh, another Classic Colorworks. Pumpkin Harvest. This is 89 to 85. 84 to 80 is Sandalwood. 79 to 75 is Monkey Grass. It's kind of a mossy light green color. That's probably pretty accurate right there. 70 to 74 is Hazel. It's a really pretty lime green. Another Classic Colorworks. 69 to 65 is Holly Jolly. 64 to 60 is Frosted Spruce. 59 to 55 is Poseidon. 54 to 50 is Patagonia. 49 to 45 is Bluebonnet. 44 to 40 is Hyacinth. 39 to 35 is Nightshade. This one has a lot of really pretty variegation in it too. 34 to 30 is Royal Blue. There we go. 29 to 25 is Majesty. 24 to 20 is Primitive Plum. And 19 and below is Dahlia. So those are my colors. Like I said, I'll have them on my Instagram and I can put them in the notes down here too. So that is my temperature chart. Should we do haul or should we do previous finishes? Let's do previous finishes. So since I haven't done a floss tube since October, I have a lot to show you. I'm going to use this as a backer. This is really fun. If you don't know, and I talk about her in every one of my floss tubes, my stitchy friend Heather, she's from White House Stitchery. She and her mother Jeanette do Crafty Cottage stitches as their floss tube, and she designs under the name White House Stitchery. So she has done a Sew series, and there's So Merry, So in Love, So Spooky, and this was her Christmas one, So Merry. And this is stitched on 32 count lock, L-O-C-H from Pictures Plus. And I love it because it's all very sewing and quilting themed. And this block right here is my favorite. I love it very much. Followed by this Cocoa Cup. It is so cute. And these go really fast. She, you know, none of her motifs are super large. And they're all just really, it's a really fun stitch. If you remember last year, I stitched So in Love for Valentine's Day. And it was just, they're really fun. And like I said, if you do the magnets and washers, then she's got like 4 or 5 of these, and you can just switch them out seasonally. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Next, I need to reach over here. All right. I saw this pattern last year and I loved it. Every time, I usually order online from 123 Stitch just because they're really quick. But every time I would look for this, it was always sold out. So I had to go, I think I got this from the Silver Needle. This is Burr It's Cold Outside from With Thy Needle and Thread. This is stitched on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha using color and cotton flosses. I usually try to stick pretty close to what the called for colors are, but I love color and cotton flosses, so I usually do my own conversion to color and cotton. So there it is. This gingham, it doesn't really look like a lot. It's maybe 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and holy cow, that was a lot of gingham. Usually whenever I've stitched gingham before, kind of like on this, if you look, there's, you know, a group of 9, you know, 9 little white stitches with, you know, 9 lighter blue stitches. This was my first time doing stitches that were, or doing a gingham stitch that was literally just 1 stitch of each color. This was a booger. This took me probably 2 nights, and maybe I'm just a slow stitcher, but I wanted it to be perfect, and this was a lot. But I love how it turned out. It's beautiful. Like 99% of the cross stitch community, I also participated in the cookie exchange from HandsOn Design because, again, I've said it every floss tube, Kathy's my favorite. So I did it on, this is Wren. 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 I wanted mine to be a little different. I really love the bright blue, the Tiffany blue that Stephanie dyed for this, but I just didn't think it matched in my house. So I did it on Ren. I love it. And I did change the colors up here in my banner. These are also Color and Cotton colors. And it turned out so cute. I have the little paddle for finishing. I just haven't gotten around to fully finishing it yet. And right before Christmas, I started on Plum Street Sampler's Winter Salt Boxes. And this is the salt box houses. And I love the colors on this. This is also 32 count vintage country mocha using Color and Cotton flosses. The only thing I left off here is I didn't do the reins between the reindeer. I hate backstitching. I hate it. I don't like doing it. I don't ever feel like my stitches are straight. I feel like they always look wonky. And even when I know that I'm in the right hole, I don't feel like it ever looks right. So these are Santa's reindeer, and they're just trained very well to fly in a straight line. And then on the other half of this is the other Winter Salt Box house from Plum Street Samplers. And I mentioned before that I love stitching houses, and I think that's why I loved these so much, because they're just really fun. They're not super complicated to stitch, and I just love a good house. This is also stitched with Color and Cotton. So there they are together. From With Thy Needle and Thread, this is The Key to My Heart from the Love Notes book that was released last year. And I really want to stitch all of these and put them in a cute little dough bowl. But again, Let's Talk Quilting is taking priority since it's for a gift. So this might have to wait till next year. But I think this, even though it's hearts and Valentine's, I really feel like this could be left out year round. It's super cute. And this was stitched on, this is probably 28 count, just a natural, 28 count natural linen. Oh, for this one too, I tried Sulky flosses, and I really like them. If you've never used Sulky, I really think you should give them a try. Let me show you how they come. Got my little stitching cart right here. And this little box I got at TJ Maxx, and it's just in like the gift decor stationery area. And take off the little lid, and here's all my Sulky flosses. And I love these. I bought a Sulky pack at the Silver Needle when I was there for Kathy's class, and I had never stitched with it before, but I thought it was a really good deal, and it had a lot of pretty colors. As a matter of fact, it was actually has to be this one. No? Okay, I'll find it. Anyway, so these are 50-yard spools, okay? 50-yard spools. One strand is equivalent to 2 strands of DMC. It does not hardly ever knot up. It doesn't twist. It's perfect. And these are about $1.60, $1.75 each. So when you really stop and think about it, you know, your fancy floss that you get, your overdyes, are anywhere from $2 to $3 for usually a 5-yard skein, which is one thing I love about Color and Cotton. It's $2.90, but you get 8 yards of it. So that feels like a pretty good deal to me. This stuff comes out to be super cheap. It's, like I said, a 50-yard spool for less than $2. So I went a little crazy at Christmas time. If you go to the website, Sulky, I think it's Sulky America, and this is the 12 weight petites. 12 weight petite. And it doesn't have a color name, but it does, they each have a number. This is 1205. That's a really pretty aqua. And Sulky had like 30% off all orders at Christmas time. So I got this really pretty kind of iridescent opal-ish color. I got a really pretty metallic gold, a metallic silver, this really pretty, it's really pretty metallic Christmas red. And here's the gold. It's super easy to thread on your needle, and like I said, it doesn't knot or twist or really get tangled. So if you've never stitched with Sulky, just buy a little thread pack like this. I think these are $8.99 or something, and you get 6 colors, and just play around with it. See what you think of it. Like I said, I'd never stitched with it before, but I really, really like it. So with that being said, I'll get off my Sulky soapbox. This was stitched with Sulky. And I feel like because it's so easy to stitch with, I'm never one of those people that my front side looks great. My back side never looks great. I mean, I have no shame, so I'll just show you. I carry a lot. I know some people say like, don't ever show your backside, but we're friends here, so that's okay. So like, there's my backside on this. Not terrible, but definitely could use some improvements. There's my backside on this, because like I said, I carry quite a bit, especially if it's not going to show through. I'm fine with that. But when you stitch with Sulky, it's so nice. I feel like my backside, and maybe some people might, you know, balk at that, but I count this as a win. It just is a really smooth back finish. This is from the Snowball from With Thy Needle and Thread. I picked up this book when I was at the Silver Needle for Kathy's class as well. This is also stitched exclusively with Sulky. This is 32 count raw natural linen. And you can see I carried a little bit on the back side there. And also from that same book, this is actually the first thing I stitched with the Sulky flosses. The Snowball from With Thy Needle and Thread from her book. And this guy is super tiny, like maybe 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. It's super tiny, but this was my first piece using the Sulky. And like I said, I really like it. Your stitches just lay really, really nicely. I don't know how close I can get that, but it's really pretty. And this is from Lizzie Kate, and I stopped working on it because I got bored. This is stitched on 32 count splash Lugana. This is a charcoal gray with a white splash, which I really like it because I feel like it looks like snow. And I have one other little, I think it's an elf maybe, or no, it's a reindeer. It's a reindeer that goes right here. And I will finish this. This is also stitched with Sulky. I just got bored with it. I started to finish it up right after Christmas, and I think I just kind of hit my wall with Christmas stitching and was like, I'm done for a little bit. And this is a repeat, but one of my favorites. This is Jolly Saint Nick and Rudolph from Stitching with the Housewives. And Heather from White House Stitchery actually inspired me to stitch this, and hers is almost done and it looks so good. She did a color change on hers. Instead of using the black gingham, hers are, I think it's like an off-white and a gray. It's really, really pretty. So, there it is. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more. The Bottle and Brush Tree Farm. Cut fresh. This is from HandsOn Design. I stitched this with Sulky as well, except for the lighter green. This is Color and Cotton, and it looks so good. I can't wait to display this next year. I have this really cute idea in my head. I have a dough bowl, and the bottom is flat, but the edges are curved, and so I think it'd be really cute to finish this as a little pillow and stick it in the dough bowl with some bottle brush trees. So those are my prettiest finishes. So let's do some haul, and then I'll kind of show you a little bit of my Christmas gifts that I got, and then we can wrap it up. So I saw this on Instagram. This is from a company that I had never heard of before. It's the Historical Sampler Company, and I'm sure some people have heard of it. I had not, but this is their Winter Wonderland, and this was a stitch along. And isn't that adorable? It's an advent, and every day is numbered. And I just think it's so cute. I've never stitched a Christmas advent before, and I can't wait. The pattern was really reasonable. I'm not gonna, let you see a lot of the pattern, but the pictures are big. It's divided up into like four pages. I need to find the perfect green for this. I had a color in mind, and when I ordered it and it came, it wasn't right. So I'm really excited to work on this. I'd like to work on this maybe during Jolly July, so it's ready for Christmas next year. I've been waiting for this pattern for the last year. I very first saw it in an unboxing video on YouTube last year. It was part of the Black Needle Society's, maybe their Valentine box, I think. And it's from HandsOn Design, and it's I Love You A Waffle lot, and it looks like a waffle. Fun fact, I love breakfast. I love breakfast foods. I love waffles. I love Eggs Benedict. So when I saw this waffle, I was like, I need this. However, it was exclusive to the Black Needle Society, and I had scoured the destash pages. I had looked all over, and I obviously couldn't find it. So in the fall, I messaged Kathy on Facebook, and I said, is this going to be released? And she said, yes, wait till January. So I could not wait to get my hands on this, and it's perfect. I've never done one of these mattress finishes before, so I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not a sewer by any means at all. My mom and sister have that talent, and I think it skipped me. So I'm debating if I want to finish it just like a flat, or if I want to try it. It just makes me really nervous because I would hate to put in all that work and then not have it look nice. So we'll see. But I'm going to stitch this as soon as I can. Also from Stitching with the Housewives. So I don't know if I've ever mentioned on here, my name is Holly. I'm a Christmas Holly. I wasn't born on Christmas. I was born a couple days before Christmas, but I love anything at Christmas time that says Holly on it, right at my alley. And so when I saw this, the Holly Tree Farm, part of the Dapper Doodads, I was like, yep, I need that. It's so cute. I cannot wait to start on this. I also brought, excuse me, I have dogs and they're looking out the front door. Bringing Home the Tree. And oh ho ho. I don't know why. I just really like this Santa. We're so used to seeing Santa stitched wearing, his red trousers and his belt, and I think that's why I really enjoy some of these patterns quite a bit. Is Santa is just in something different, and he looks like he's just in his long johns, ready to wrap some presents or make his list or whatever, and he just looks so comfy and cozy. So I really like this one a lot, and I'm going to start on this soon, but I need to dye some linen this color. Hold on one second, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. My dogs were barking and then my husband called. So this color, Color and Cotton has a lot of really pretty colors, and sometimes their limited edition colors or their special edition colors aren't always available. They might just do a run just to see how it goes, and I saw this color online and thought I need to snatch this up before it goes away. This is Oasis, and it has blue, like a robin's egg blue, a mint green, and purple, and it is so pretty. I have two little nieces. I live in a house full of boys, so I don't ever get to use like fun things like this because I live with boys. So I saw this and I thought it'd be perfect for the frosted pumpkin. Has this really cute pattern, and one of them has mermaids on it and the other has unicorns. And so I have stitched the mermaid one for my niece, and I want to stitch my other niece, the one with unicorns. And I just thought this is the prettiest color for a unicorn mane and tail. So of course I bought two. Then this is a new color, zinnia. It's almost like a neon coral, and it's really pretty. I've never used this color before, but I'm really excited about it. And a couple more. This is Ravenna, and it's a purpley gray. And this is a special edition color, so if you want it, you better snatch it up. I love a good blue. I just do. And I accidentally ordered two of these. This is Winter's Eve. And it is kind of navy, but then it kind of goes into like a dusky cornflowery blue. Also a limited edition color. One of my go-to greens is mistletoe for my Christmas stitching. And another special edition color, this is weathered pine, and it's kind of like a greenish brown. It's very hazel looking to me. So those are my color and cotton flosses. And I've told you before about Basket Market. Basket Market is located in Oklahoma City. It is a Hobby Lobby warehouse. And the way Basket Market works is it's a whole store full of their samples. They get items from different vendors, and after they either decide to purchase it or not purchase it, it goes to the warehouse. Now the warehouse also houses all of Hobby Lobby's seasonal decor that's not currently in season. So for example, I went last week and they had tons and tons and tons of fall stuff. And some of the stuff you may see make it to stores. Some of it won't make it to stores, but it's still really cute and it's discounted heavily. So a lot of people saw these at Christmas time, these little rolling pins, and they're laser printed or laser engraved, I guess. Fa La La. This was $1.60, regularly $3.99. So I got this, and I actually got 3 of these. And I'll probably use some for either, the cookie exchange when I go to fully finish it, or you can just spin it around and it's blank. And you could paint something on here. You could, do a sticker with whatever word you want it to say. If you're really fancy, you could hand paint something. I can't paint real well, so I probably won't do that. But it was super cute, and for $1.60, it was a good item for finishing. I actually got lots of things for finishing, and I'll show you the rest of what I got. I got this little branch with these cute little Christmas ornaments that have a little bit of fake snow on them. These are going to be perfect. I'll probably end up just kind of breaking this apart and using the different sprigs for finishing. This is $2. And I actually got 2 of those. So here's the other one. And they're slightly different if you look at the greenery. This one's kind of more green and plasticky, and this one is kind of more natural-ish, I guess, but very similar. I got this. These leaves are kind of velvety, and some are glittered. I really thought this would be pretty for if you decide to do like Glitter Village, stitching those with the pretty glitter leaves. This is one of my favorites. This pick Has lots of snow on it, and it has these cute little cookies, and these are just made of felt, and this was $4, but it comes with this really cute candy cane. And what I'll probably do is end up breaking this apart so I could use it for a couple different things, but I just loved it. These little Christmas lights that have sequins on, this is like $1. These candy canes, and these are kind of clay-ish. This is $2. This was kind of fun. This was $3. This one reminds me of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's just fun, and it's got the flaky snow on it too. This was $2. So I decided that I think I really want to stitch either the Nutcracker Village or Glitter Village, or maybe both of them. I've never done one of the Village series. I have a couple of the individual houses, but I've never done like the whole piece together, and I really would like to do that. And I'll probably do Glitter Village, but I saw these pics and thought, gotta get them. How fun is that? It is white glitter leaves, and it's got real chunky glitter on it, and then the, you know, soft pink glitter berries and this cute little ball, and it's just the softest cotton candy pink. This one's the same, except the leaves here are kind of maybe a little champagne colored, as where these are white, but it's just so feminine and so, I don't know, fluffy girl Christmas. And since I live in a house full of boys, maybe I need to add a little bit of pink to my decor. But I just thought doing the Glitter Village on the raw natural linen with the silver sparkle in it would be so pretty. So I couldn't turn those down. And then I got these counting pens for $1.60. One for me, one for a friend. You know who you are. So that was my haul from Basket Market. Oh, I have one more thing. Let me put these back. I'm always looking for good finishing pieces. Finishing is not my favorite part. I love stitching. I'm not a dedicated finisher. So whenever I find something that I can use for finishing, I buy it. And this came from Basket Market. I would imagine that in the store this probably comes from like the woodpile section. This is maybe 8 by 8 or so. It's got the twine up here, and it's so cute. It looks very rustic and farmhousey, and these were $2 each, and I bought like 4 of them. So I think it's going to be super cute having something mounted on here with a little bit of batting behind it. Maybe I could mount my Let's Talk Stitching on it. I don't know, but I had to buy every one that I could find because it's just perfect for cross stitch. Okay, let's do just a little bit of Christmas presents, and then I think we'll wrap this up. So I have never stitched with Aurifloss before, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. And so for Christmas, I've got glitter all over me. For Christmas, I asked for the Be Basics Aurifloss by Lori Holt, and it's just something I would never buy for myself because it's like, I don't know, $80, but I bought it. I got it for Christmas from my mom, and look at those colors. Are those not just beautiful? It reminds me of like a box of candy. Like, they're all just pretty. Like, you don't want to eat them, but you know you're going to eat them. So this is actually what I have been stitching Let's Talk Quilting and Let's Talk Stitching with, just because the colors are bright and fun. And each one of these skeins has 18 yards of floss on it. And unlike Sulky, where you pull the floss off and it's one thread is equal to 2, you still have to separate this. These are still 8 strands. No, I'm sorry, 6 strands. These are 6 strands. So you still have to separate it, but I really haven't noticed that it doesn't really seem to twist or get knotted up a lot. So it's really pretty, lots of fun, bright colors. And there's several different ones. This is just the Be Basics. There's a Prim one, there's Vintage Christmas, there's lots of different ones. So I will definitely be ordering some more of these. And I really like this, not as a substitute to DMC, but just because it's a collection and I know that all these colors coordinate well. So I won't have to, you know, shop my greens and make sure that my green matches with my red or whatever. They're all just here and they coordinate together really nicely. Also for Christmas, I love homemade Christmas stuff, and because my mom is such a talented quilter, she makes a lot of things too. And so she always puts my stuff in a funky box, whether it's like a Victoria's Secret bag or the last 2 years she's put my Christmas presents in pizza boxes. And so, you know, your stuff comes in, you're in this like what is this? It looks like a pizza box, and you unwrap it and it's a pizza box. She just went to the pizza shop and asked for a box, and they gave her a couple. Last year it was in a whole lotta box. If you have Taco Mayo, you can. It looks like a pizza box, and it's full of tacos. So anyway, so in my pizza box this year, she made me these cute scissor holders, and I keep my scissors in here. And I have 2 of these. Oops, let's close those. So she made me this one. And the other one is this with the pink and red flowers. And she had asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told her project bags. She's already made me several project bags, and we're going to have a little project bag parade here in a minute so I can show you all the beautiful project bags she's made me. And she said, I've already made you a lot of project bags. And I said, well, I have a lot of projects. So she made me some more. So my first one is this Christmas one, and there's the back. I actually found this fabric, yards of it, probably 2 or 3 yards at Basket Market for like $3. It was ridiculous. And it's just a cute little vintage Santa. And she paired it with this adorable peppermint fabric at the top and the vinyl front. And she's never made these before, but these are little books. And in here we've got a little bit of wool or batting, and she sewed this cute little button on it, and it's got a pocket in here so you can put stuff in it. You can keep your spare threads in here, stick a needle in here. And it's just so stinking cute. And like I said, I've never had one of these before, so I was really excited. I'd seen the pattern online, and I kept trying to describe it to her and tell her what I wanted. So, product bag and little book. Then, this is so pretty. Look how sweet this is. My mom goes to a lot of estate sales, and she loves garage sales, and so she finds all these beautiful linens and doilies and table runners, and she buys them for super cheap. So she bought this cute doily and fused it to the bag. I don't know if she stitched it. I think she just glued it or fused it. And inside of the bag has white polka dots, and it's just cute. I've never had a bag. All the bags she's made me have the clear fronts on them and a handle, and so this one doesn't. And I actually kind of like it because it just feels a little bit bigger. And we have the little baby pouch that goes with it too. It's so sweet. This one's my favorite. So here is my cute little needle book, and I have used this one. This one actually houses my spare threads from my temperature house that I'm using. So I've got a couple extra pieces of royal blue and nightshade and looks like blue bonnet and dahlia. So those are in here. And look at this bag. darling. So this is a quilt block that she put together, and she put the vinyl on the front, and the back is right here, and it matches the little book. And I love it. I love aqua, and I love pink, and I love houses. It's my favorite. So I told you she buys linens, antique and vintage linens. This was a vintage hanky that she found, and she paired it with this cute Christmas fabric. And this one opens up kind of like a little, like a clutch. And you can put stuff in here. And it has its little baby zipper pouch too. I love that one. I do a lot of Christmas stitching. Christmas stitching is probably my favorite, even though I was just talking about that I got bored with it and had to put it down. But I'd been wanting like Christmas themed project bags. So I got 2 for Christmas this year. And these are other ones she had made me. This is with a Tula Pink fabric. And I have wiener dogs. I have 2 wiener dogs, Molly and Penny. So I'm a sucker for anything with a wiener dog on it. And this looks like my Molly. She's kind of brown and red. And she's wearing glasses. She's had this fabric forever. And every time I go in her sewing room, I will always comment on it. And I just think it's just adorable. I'm a sucker, like I said, I'm a sucker for wiener dogs and dogs wearing glasses. This one. And I didn't get all these for Christmas. I got the ones for Christmas that I said I got for Christmas. These are just a parade of the other ones that she's made me. These ones are so sweet. Got my little wonder clips clipped on this one. This one. And then these 2 have some things in them, but that's okay. She also makes my zippered pouch that goes with the one I just showed you. And this one that goes with this. This is a Christmas one. This is one of the first ones she ever made me. And it's got my Let's Talk Winter in it. And this is another Tula Pink. And this has Jack Frost Tree Farm in it, and with the matching clutch. And last but not least, she made me this. And I have one of those little craft carts. It's the 3-tiered craft cart. I got it from IKEA. I have several of these in my house. I have one that I keep all my stitching in. This one here, actually, it's gray. It used to be in my son's nursery. And I kept diapers and wipes and rash cream and the thermometer and stuff like that on it. And I took it out of his little nursery because we don't really use it. So it's my second craft cart now. But she made me this pin cushion. And she found this is glass. She found this at an estate sale for like $1. And she turned it into a pin cushion and stuffed it really full with batting and like stuffing, I guess. And put some cute little pins in it. And I just take my scissors and stick them in here. And it just sits on my cart. And we were trying to figure out the other day, do you know what this is called? What do you call this? It's not really a candy dish. It's not really a vase. Not really a candy dish or a vase. So we were trying to figure out what do you call this? So if you know, right below, leave me a comment, because we were trying to figure that out, and we want to make more of these. So anyway, I think that's all I have for this time, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me and not giving up on me, because like I said, life just got busy over the holidays, and I'm going to try and post some videos more regularly now, and I've got a lot to share. And if you're interested in purchasing a project bag. I keep telling her that she needs to start making them because I know she does great work. Her stuff is beautiful, and I know that a lot of stitchers like to buy project bags. So I'm trying to work out the logistics. I need to get her on board with it first. I keep telling her to do it, and I don't know that she's fully on board with it. So if it's something you'd be interested in, just drop me a comment and just say like, yes, I'd be interested in a bag. Not making any promises because there's a high probability she could just tell me no. But I think that'd be kind of fun. It would give her something to do, and she likes making them. So if that's something you're interested in, just put a comment down below, and maybe I can get her to open up an Etsy shop or something and sell her bags because, like I said, they're really nice. She does a great job, and I'll link her below too. She has a really nice Instagram. Like I said, she does a lot of quilting and a lot of like zippered pouches, and she makes a lot of really nice things. So I'll link her below too, so you can kind of check her out and give her a like and a follow too. So anyway, that's all I've got. Feel free to like this video. If you don't subscribe, hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing, and if there's anything you'd like to see or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those. And you can follow me on Instagram at Mrs. Jones Stitches, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.